SOFI update here on the 26th. Let's go over this chart and figure out where we're at. So we got, the last time we left off, I think we were down in this area, and I talked about we need to make a new high. We did make a new high up here to 760. Very sluggish movement over these couple of days, but I think that we completed 5 waves. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you zoom in here on the 5-minute time frame, this was a diagonal though, so it's kind of iffy if this was a big 4th wave or if this was a 5th wave, because right here you can see this comes back in the 1st wave and then you get 5 waves higher. So this is a diagonal if it's a 5th wave. I guess it's still possible that it's a big 4th wave, but I say for how far it retraced, we probably completed 5 waves right here. So again, just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If it were a 4th wave, then it obviously would be, and then we'd be going higher after that. This would probably end up being like that. But I think it's probably 5 waves. So I think we're probably doing a 2nd wave here. So I have these marked right here. I had some demand zone marked right here. This is a supply zone. We see we came in here twice. Both times we came back outside. We hit it, out, hit it, came back out. So that supply zone is pretty strong. But I would expect to be through that supply zone on the next move higher. So right here, the zone that I'm looking at is this, not even a gap fill, it's just a zone right here. It's a 4-hour, maybe even a daily. No, it's a 4-hour demand zone. That's probably where we're headed to. So if we come all the way back here to 705, I wouldn't be surprised. And if we go back to look at this move down here from the top, then you're probably looking at maybe like $7. So we could be heading all the way back down to $7. And potentially by that's just Tuesday. That was today. That didn't work. Probably by maybe tomorrow or maybe the next day, maybe by the end of the week. But again, all we got to do is hold this low right here at 682, and then this can be an overall first wave. So this will be a first wave. We're making a 2nd wave here. And also, another thing to note is, remember, this took January 19th all the way to March 19th. So I would expect this, if it's a C wave, it would last all the way towards like April 19th, which is right around earnings. So we're just in the first part of this move. So I'm looking for this to play out like maybe something like this. And depending on how high it goes, we'll see. But right now, looking for a pullback, probably back down to $7, to be honest. It's pretty soul crushing, this price action. It sucks, but that's just what it is. You're looking at the 1.61 fib here at 813. So based on this, I would actually project that we're going to this gap fill at 858. And let's just actually see what the exact pullback on that would be. 785, and then you'd be looking at a move to top out around, we look at like 875. So 875 would be my target on this 5-wave move. But again, that's just if you look at the 1.61 fib. This can obviously be like this too and go higher. So, and also if it's a 3rd wave, I talked about in the last video the 2 different possibilities. If it's a 3rd wave, let's say we come up here into earnings and then let's say we make a fourth wave into earnings, and then we do a fifth wave, and the fifth wave ends up being like a $5 move or something. So that's definitely possible as well, like that. Or the move that I've been talking about in previous videos is, let's see, A, B, C, like that, and then we would make a 5-wave move back down. So this is how they really mess with us. They brought it up here, ends up being a C wave of an overall B wave, and then we get a 5-wave move down here to like $6 or something like that. So if they really want to mess with us, that's how they're going to do it. If they want to let it go, let's say earnings crushes it, then we're going to go to $14. But right now on this particular move, we're only in the end of the first wave. We're making a second wave right now. We should be hitting minimum 875 based on this first wave. So $7 will be the buy point. Invalidation is below right here at 682. So as long as we hold 682, we should be heading up here to this box at 875. And let's hope that it goes higher than that and hits the $14 mark. And we don't have to go through this sell-off back down to the 6s again. I would highly recommend to have some shares or some calls or whatever to sell in the $8 to $9 area, just so you don't feel like you have to wait for another 3 months if they do in fact bring it back down here to $6, because that's going to be really depressing if that happens, because then you're probably waiting till next earnings for it to go up again. So that's pretty much it for this video. We completed a first wave. We're in the middle of a second wave, 875 minimum target, and again, we could be doing a third wave up to $14. So that's it. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates, and I'll keep you updated here later in the week.